The way this all started is before the season started, actually before the school year started, I approached Mullen about a idea for a project that I had. I had just finished wrapping up a documentary for Eric Stevenson. And I said, hey, why don't we do one on the football team? And he said, I'm all for it. I said, well, how you want to do it? And he was like, I don't know, let's just do it. And he never really gave me much of anything. He said, let's just do it. Sounds good, let's just do it. And then, he gave me that Mullen. You know what the Mullen look is, the Mullen. But he said, let's do it. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna start recording. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know anything about anything. I showed up to the first practice and this was the reaction I got from everyone.
Hello. What is this for?
So as you watch when the season goes along, you'll see that people are kind of just looking at the camera like, I don't know what's going on. But as it goes on, people start to understand more what's going on. It becomes a little more obvious. Being behind the camera, you got to see a lot. You really did get to see a team become more than just a team. You saw some pretty amazing stuff, and then you saw some stuff that just made you go, what? But let's shout out a couple people for this before we get into this first episode. My man Brooksy, aka Mr. Opportunity.
Get down for me, Brooksy.
I'm finna throw this super far. Hunter Camp Power level 2, let's go. Let's go!
I call Brooks Mr. Opportunity because he always found the right opportunity just to pop up on camera. Like he was just there. If he knew where my house was, he'd probably be standing behind me right now. But that'd be kind of weird if he was at my house, Brooksy. I'd probably have to choke you. Or not just popping up on camera. Let's just say he somehow magically got a scholarship to Simon Fraser and, his picture popped up on Instagram, question mark?
Oh, is that Hunter?
Look at the picture.
Oh, is that Hunter?
Look at the face, look at the face.
Brooks, what was that? One moment that I know players didn't forget was the moment that Jamin found out that he wasn't going to be getting his number.
And I'm gonna check for you. I do not know what I have. Don't kill the messenger. Okay?
No promises.
Oh no.
Bruh.
You want 44?
Yeah.
Nobody really wanted to accept responsibility or blame for why he didn't have his jersey number.
Remember, I did not order these.
Coach P was like, yo, go talk to Mullen.
You gotta go talk to Mullen, okay? I would head up there and have a word with him.
Dude.
What number did you get?
44.
You didn't have 43?
Nope.
I'm sorry, man.
It's cool.
Oh, I'm sorry, you know where Mace's number?
Yeah.
Dude, why don't you get something different?
Like what?
I don't know, 45? 40, I don't know. I'm sorry, I feel for you, man.
He did that on purpose. I know he did. Just so it'd make me mad.
There was one moment this season that nobody knows about except for like 3 people. I can't even explain it. Just look.
Look at all that. Is there anywhere else that we need to know about? Nah. You gonna kill it? This is your car, bro. That's in your car. That's not even on the outside, bro.
It's not my car, dog. It's not mine.
This is the inside. It's not even the outside. These are the seats.
Luckily, I got this.
Bro, how you not notice this? How long you been coming today?
Bro, it wasn't here when I was.
That looks like a big spider web, so I mean, kill the spider first. What are you doing?
Hunter, I hope you don't have your travel buddies hanging out in your car anymore because I don't know too many people that are going to want to ride in your car if you just got random animals and bugs, and you probably should clean your car, buddy. There's a lot of people that didn't want anything really to do with the camera. Some people just were quiet and they just never really spoke. But then there was other people that just kind of gave you a weird look. Shout out to my man Noah. We ended up having what I like to call the awkward moment on camera every week. It became a once a week routine with Noah. I would find him and he would just have the awkward stare off with the camera, or he would randomly pop up in the scene doing the awkward stare moment and people didn't even know. Y'all remember just a little bit ago where I said the Mullen? You know, it's that look that he gives you that's just... So I decided to take a survey and ask the team. I said, you know, is there ever a moment that Mullen doesn't look like somebody pooped in his soup?
I don't think so. I haven't seen one yet. Not seen one yet. Only moments. No. I mean, maybe when he's teaching his class, because like at school I walk in his class and sometimes I see him like trying to teach a class. He's like, so yeah, do this worksheet. Other teachers made it for me, but do it. And that's probably the only time where he looks like that.
No, always. Even when he's happy, maybe especially when he's happy. Sometimes I think he gets angry when he gets happy.
I don't remember if it was you or someone else, but he was like in his Drake, just staring at the ground like he just ate poop out of the cereal. Like no Cheerios in it, it was just straight poop. I was like, wow, he looks really mad.
Is it like seeing a unicorn?
Yeah. You never see him. That's why.
I love you, Mullen, but you always do look like somebody pooped in your soup. Like somebody just kicked your puppy across the football field. I'm just saying. You know, they always say there's two sides to every story. So let's let him defend his case.
I'm not grumpy, man. I mean, it's just, I'm a very intense, competitive person. My mind's always going. I have my notepad by my bed because I don't sleep a lot at night. But I do like to think that I know people don't think I'm approachable. I understand that. But once they kind of break through that part, I have a huge heart. I'm all about the kids. I want them to know that I'm here for them. But yeah, I mean, I'm just an intense dude. I don't mean to have that face all the time. My wife says the same thing, but just who I am, man. I don't mean to. It is. I'm a very photogenic person. I got a great smile.
For those of y'all that work, I know y'all can understand the phrase your work spouse. This is no different. There is a work couple, I would say, within the coaching staff. And I don't even think the players got to guess to who the couple is because they just go at it nonstop.
Don't say anything. I taught him everything he knows.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he came from the harbor, and you know, he was my student teacher. I learned it, taught him life.
They abuse each other. They talk trash to each other. And I mean, it's just, it almost seems to never stop at times.
I told you to shut up.
Can you take the balls and the helmet kits in your truck?
Why?
Because I have the helmets.
You just said the balls and the helmets and
Helmet
kits.
kit.
You said
The
balls
and the
helmet,
kit.
and the helmet kit.
No, you heard the balls, the helmet, and the helmet kit.
Okay, I will
what
take.
I say and what you hear are different things.
I will take the balls and the helmet kit. Okay? Dude. I don't know why you talk so much mess, dude. I pitched you so hard in the chest one day, you hurt for 4 days.
You
Don't say it was
scratched me.
infected. Don't
You
say
scratched
nothing.
me and it got
You text
infected.
me the next day. Oh my God, my chest hurts.
How do you know what my voice sounded like if I texted you?
You want clear proof that this is a true work couple? Only a work spouse would be able to know the answer to this question and answer it like...
Because I know you. I know how you text.
No.
Work couple. You know, as the season gets going and you start to get to know people a little more, you start to see their character really come out and like see them as a real person and get to know them a little better. And every team has that one guy that always just likes to run his mouth. And the consensus is for that person is...
JJ?
JJ.
I feel like JJ is always saying some.
JJ.
I'm gonna say JJ.
JJ.
Dude, I mean, I love JJ.
JJ is the biggest goofy goober that I know.
Again, there's always two sides to a story. Let's let JJ answer the question on who he thinks the one that talks the most is. Here's JJ's top 3 trash talkers on the team. Top 3. We need a top 3. People that just always has something to say about something on the team and just don't ever shut up. Top 3 people.
Jaden Brooks for sure. Nephi definitely. You just need to shut up. And third one is a really hard one. Hunter Kempo. Yeah, he just needs to shut up too, man.
Do you know what the number 1 consensus is for everyone?
I don't.
You.
It's not supposed to be. No.
Everybody is
Listen
saying
to
you.
me.
I am the nicest person that you will ever meet in this world. Trust me. I respect all my players and telling them.
Oh my God! Stop lying.
Please don't listen to him. Thank you.
JJ, I love you, bruh, but you're full of it, and to say otherwise would make you a liar. Because when I asked the question of why does Mullen always look like somebody pooped in his soup, let's listen to JJ's answer.
Cause he just hate people. Like, he does not care about nobody but himself sometimes, and like he's always making fun of me for no reason, and I always treat him with love and respect. And I don't know, he's just that coach that always have poop in his pants.
To me, a true mark of a good team is how well a team can come together, even if somebody's only been around for a brief moment. And that person that's only been there for a moment, they can make them feel super part of the team.
But they've been calling me different names now, and that, I won't answer if they call me something other than Sam.
Enter Sam Erdman, or Samantha.
I'd be embarrassed to hang out with the trainer. I think Sam was my favorite trainer we ever had, but I don't want to hang out with her.
At least he said I was his favorite.
Since being here, the team has completely accepted her and has made her feel at home. But where there is acceptance, there is always a way to be hazed about something. And the number one thing they always give Sam crap about is
cheese.
Cheese.
Just cheese.
How much I like cheese. And just cheese. And I live on a farm, but I don't live on a farm. I live in the city, but I live on a farm and I grow cheese, and everything I do has to do with cheese.
Cheese? Can you farm cheese?
Okay, part of it is not true. I don't live on a farm, so I don't grow cheese, but I do like cheese, so I probably do eat cheese every day, but not a lot of cheese.
So I asked Sam how much cheese does she actually eat. She claims to not eat a lot of cheese, but Jamin's reaction says it all.
Okay. It depends on the day.
That's a lot of cheese.
No, okay, but I have my own drawer.
That's a lot of cheese.
I have my own drawer in my fridge for cheese.
And if you try to tell her that, Sam, cheese is cheese, like it's cheddar cheese, there's Swiss cheese, don't ever say it, because she'll get mad.
No. There's
she knows her
medium
cheeses.
cheddar, there's mild cheddar, there's sharp cheddar, there's extra sharp cheddar.
And then when you ask just a simple question about cheese, it just goes off into this big, long tangent.
Sharp cheddar is like strong, and then mild is like softer, it's not as strong, and then extra sharp's like, whoa, that's really orange sharp cheddar cheese.
At the beginning of the season, Sam was big on telling the kids, hey, watch your mouth, watch your mouth, watch your mouth. There was kind of this ongoing hidden thing to where Sam was never going to swear on camera, but it happened. It took my man Will almost the whole season, but we finally got Sam to swear on camera.
I'm ready for the week, and then get those guys.
Shout out to my man Will. You know, being behind the camera, you get to see a lot, especially with doing this project. I know parents, you get to see the kids on the field and they're cheering each other on and they're having each other's backs, but being in the locker room and seeing all the extra things and just the things on the sidelines and being able to hear them talk and interact with one another, you really don't understand how deep of a bond these guys have with one another and how much this team really is a family. So when they say one heart, one team, they truly mean it. Mullen has established something great here. The coaching staff has established something great here. I feel honored to be able to bring this project to life. So without further ado, I hope you enjoy episode 1 of One Heart, One Team.
I really want them to know that it's a complete program. I want them to know that we care about the kids, that we're all about the whole, not just individual. We want our kids to be successful after high school. We want to see them get into college, some go in the work world. We want to see them be good fathers, good husbands, and really good members of society. That's our main focus, is making sure we're creating the whole man, because we're dealing with young men. I love coaching here. I love being at Timberline. we have kids that have adult problems as teenagers, and I want to help them have a release for their adult problems. It makes me a better person to help these guys and understand that this is where you're going to be safe. If you play or not, if you're not a starter, if you're not a #1 guy, but you're going to be safe here no matter what, because you're going to get loved up regardless of where you're at.
Let's get it! 1, 1, 8!
Like you say, it's last day, last go around. There's got to be a leader, senior now, so it's time for me to step up, take control, make sure everybody's going hard, and go hard myself. Be the hardest worker out there, so people follow me. Last time, so you only have one chance for your senior year, so gotta make the most of it.
So I might just go in, because I would just go in my portable and stuff done for the day. You might not even be able to be outside today. The air quality, man. It's always exciting because you don't really know what you have, because even from spring to fall, everything changes. And it brings new excitement because you have your returners come back, but you always want to make sure every year, last year's not their legacy. They want to leave a different legacy every year. So this 2018, 2019, it's their turn to leave their own legacy and how they want to be remembered. So it's going to be very, we always compete. So, winners worry about themselves, losers worry about everyone else, so we always worry about ourselves. All the fires in Canada and all the fires in California are coming down here and affecting us, and we just can't go outside and practice.
Wildfires have darkened skies on the West Coast.
Hot, dry winds are fanning wildfires in 6 western states.
With wildfires burning from California to Canada.
Good evening. Now at 5 o'clock, renewed air quality concerns. In Washington and Oregon, the air pollution has been worse than in Beijing and New Delhi.
I just want to make sure the kids stay healthy and safe. That's what my job is. Wins and losses are a byproduct. You gotta make sure the kids are taken care of. So we just adapt, adjust, and overcome. Do some board time, go over some film. Hopefully by the end of practice we'll be outside and at least get some walkthrough stuff in. So by tomorrow we're hitting the ground running. So that's what we gotta do.
The air is really bad right now in Washington, so we're practicing early today. Hopefully go outside. Hopefully it's get some work in before it gets too hot and the air gets bad.
I wish it wasn't so bad. If it wasn't so bad, we could actually do stuff. But no. We got getting fired.
I gotta change my shoes. I missed my shoe change today, Brian. I missed it.
Hey, we got 10 minutes till pre-practice.
Oh God, heads.
Oh. Hey, Jarvis is gonna punt too. Come on, right here. Boom! Oh!
It's 9 o'clock anyway. Let's go.
It's the goal for the day.
Huh?
It's the goal for the day.
Get better today. Get better.
Oh, on the hop! On the bounce, Coach Mills. Here we go, on the hop. Over here real quick. Over here. Come to balance, let's go.
Clap it out. Who's it about? Hey, first day with your helmets on, fly around during ground base. Coaches are gonna have pumps. If you need air, ask during dynamic, okay? We're not banging heads today or anything, but we want to make sure we have air in our helmets so your heads get adjusted to your helmets. All right? Questions? All right, let's go. Let's have a great day. One heart. One team. Go. Woo! Go, Gabe. Right there.
That is my son. He's been wanting to do this for forever, so it's fun being out there with my son and getting to yell at him and sitting at home talking about what guys can and can't do and what we should and shouldn't do and drawing stupid stuff up on paper and going, we can never do that. So it's awesome. It's great.
It sounds funny, but that I wanted to do that more than I wanted to play for him. So to me, this is like this year. I had told him no matter where he was coaching, no matter what we were doing, if he was coaching football, I was going to be there. And that was the plan the whole time anyway. So that's what I wanted to do. As corny as that sounds.
I got it.
Come on, Noah. 2.5 minutes, right? Yep. When I came, it just never felt like a program. It always felt like they were every year. It was a different group of guys, which it is every time. But it always felt like it was a different team. And I wanted the team to be a program where the kids know they always have a special part of this tradition and a legacy, and they're every year they're building their own legacy, but it's adding to the program as a whole. The kids take a lot of pride in being in Timberline's football program because, like I've told the kids before, football is the easy part. Life is hard, and our kids have so many things going on with, divorced families and military families and foster kids, and some kids are homeless, and it's just they feel safe in our program, and that's what I wanted to really bring when I came in. It wasn't always about wins and losses. That's a byproduct of being a coach, and I want the kids to know that. And you can be a traditional powerhouse and all that, but if you don't really love your kids and care about them, then you're just a team every year.
They're taking their impact test right now, a baseline, so that if they get a concussion, I can kind of base it off of their results now and kind of compare them to see if they actually do have one or if it's just a headache or just some symptoms that they might just have. So then, in order for them to go back to playing time, they have to pass the impact again after they receive that concussion.
So every level of sports has some type of concussion protocol. Do you have concussion protocol?
Yes, so it's a protocol amongst the district. So it's not by sport, it's by the district. So it's a 7-day protocol. So once they get symptoms, they have to be symptom-free for 7 days. And then each day it kind of progresses to harder workouts and more involved. And then that last day, they return to practice. And if they're good after that, no symptoms, then they're good to go.
Are you texting him?
That's what I was doing, kid.
Where's my pizza?
Yeah, so you gotta be like, where's my pizza, dude? Marshmallow.
It's probably in his hand.
And here's the new added one also.
What kind of pizza do you like,
Uriah
Mackie?
Turner.
Did he get added?
Yeah.
Today we was first day.
You like pineapples on your pizza or not?
No. My pizza. What? Yeah.
Did this say Orlando? Dang, he's still ordering? What the hell? Here, Mackie, you talk to him.
Hello? I want my pizza. Okay. What? Okay. Bye. He said he's on his way.
All right.
And then he said he's still ordering. Wait.
Mackie, I told you he's here.
Where's my pizza?
You don't like to go to Mod Pizza at noon?
Mod Pizza in general, though.
I know, right?
Always packed. She's waiting.
It's like 8 people. It's like 8 people there.
Give him, Mackie, what do you say?
I say thank you.
You're welcome. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? Okay?
I'm good.
Good.
Mackie, give him just treats.
What treats?
Don't try and hide them from him.
Candy.
Look at her.
It's open.
That's all right. I only want a couple.
No, I didn't open it. No, whatever her name is, give them to me.
Gina.
Gina.
we're gonna do a dance off for conditioning, but the freshmen got a conditioning because they didn't no lifting. So I'm gonna let the winners get to pick conditioning. So we gotta do something kind of not hard, but so I want to make it fun.
What's with the socks and shoes change all the time?
Because I don't like to wear shoes, so I wear my sandals, and then I gotta change into my socks, and then I don't like shoes. I hate wearing shoes, man. I feel like I need to be from the islands. That's it. It's just simple.
Aren't you from Hilltop?
Yeah, but I was the only guy wearing sandals on the hill. Everyone else was wearing the dunk highs, the first Jordans, remember? Okay, listen. You're gonna get in your position group. So freshmen's, you're all with O-line, D-line, freshmen, linebackers, running backs, freshmen, DBs, receivers, freshmen, quarterback. You guys go with the smallest group. Okay? What?
What if you're a receiver and a D-line?
Receivers and DBs. The only person who can be a receiver and D lineman is Big Cat. Because he's smoking fast, okay? He's the only one that can be a receiver.
Yeah, what about Will?
All right.
What about Will?
So listen, what about Will? You're going to get in your position group. That was a compliment. Big Cat, you're really good. Okay? Listen, you're going to get your position group. You need to have one upperclassman and one freshman.
No.
And it's a dance-off for field cleanup. Oh, man. Okay?
William.
Hey, that means coaches judging. You gotta figure it out, and it better be good. All right? Coach Avila is gonna get something on his phone, and he's gonna have the beat for you. Let's go! So get up and get a break. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! One heart! One team!
No. It's either you or Noah, bro. It's either you or Noah. You gotta hit that robot. We got freshmen. We're freshmen. No, receivers. It's him against a freshman. Where's the receivers? Right there. Whoever they Noah, hop up. Noah, hop up. So Noah, you're the best. I'm not hopping up. It's either you or Max can dance, bro.
JJ didn't do a dance competition at Wayside one day. JJ wasn't there.
Hey, let's go.
You weren't there.
JJ.
we gotta
You
pick.
can dance videos all the time.
You know?
JJ. I pick JJ. Hey. JJ Landon. Noah. We need a big one.
Yeah, he knows how to dance.
Hey, raise your hand for JJ to dance. JJ. Yo, raise your hand. I don't even know. I gotta throw up.
Hey, yo, who's the best dancer out of the freshmen?
You do dance. You're dancing. You're dancing. Kalina and JJ. Kalina and JJ. No, JJ, you go. Your helmet, bro. All right. Hey, JJ and Kalina here. You're dancing, bro. I'll take the ball. JJ and Kalina. No, JJ, you're going. Y'all too, bro. JJ, he sounds JJ.
You're going, bro. He's not upperclassman. Come on, bro.
Who's up? O-line, D-line, you're first. O-line, D-line. Come on. O-line, D-line. I can't hear the song. Come on. You'll see. Come on. Are we going wait, am I facing him? You're a team. Oh, come here. Here we go. Here we go.
Bro, come on, you guys gotta dance together.
Why you can't hear it? Just pull somebody. Just dance. I can't hear it. Shut up. Nothing. Just wait. Shut up, Stevie.
We gotta drop a beat.
Because you know how to do it. No one dance.
After them.
Okay. Hey. You and you pick up the field.
Because they're big. Those are dance contests. Don't try. Don't try. I'm a lineman today. Coach, I'm a lineman today. I didn't even go yet. Quarterbacks, get the footballs! Hey, Will, if that was a real, you know I would smoke you guys. Huh? Why did you do this? You have to go out and I was supposed to come in and kill y'all. Y'all lucky I had no time. Don't leave it. Go pick up the field. That's why you lost. You had the same move.
Hey, let me see, Kevin. Let me see. See, where's JJ? Where's JJ? JJ! Wherever he is, he's a failure.
You should have had JJ do it.
I did. He was like, oh, you go and do your thing, and then I'll come in after. And then he never came in.
Because your thing was weak. That's why you didn't come in. You were standing in the back watching. So were you. I'm supposed to hop in that bitch. Y'all look at it do that. Y'all look at it. Why did you go first? Jim, how do y'all suck? Shut up. Hey, who is that number? Yeah, all day.
Hey, but we still won.
Only they use one.
But we still won.
Once. Right, get out of here.
I know you're gonna have something smart to say. Nothing? Nothing.
So today, and the first time the sophomores got a chance to the weight room, they blew it. And then the seniors didn't engage them until I said something. And then when I stepped out of the weight room out of frustration, there was gear on the just wax floor they were told not to do, put it on. So we're gonna cook them. They're gonna do this thing called start and stop, where they're gonna sprint, and when they blow a whistle, they're gonna do push-ups until he blows another whistle, and they're gonna sprint, and they're gonna do that. Well, basically we're gonna do it until someone throws up.
Sophomores, if we're running because of you, you better figure it out and pick it up. That's ridiculous. If Coach Jones tells me something, he hated running. You better get moving, he knows. He says don't put stuff in the hardwood, comes out, all the helmets on the hardwood. Do what you're asked to do. It's easy. It's a lot more fun lifting, getting your conditioning, than running. So now it's not gonna be fun. Let's go, get a break, you're on Coach O.
Don't go hard.
No, I said get a break. We are.
Jim High. Here we go. Everybody on Coach Bo. Now. Let's go. Hurry up. Don't worry, I'll tell you what you got to do. Spread out. Spread out. Spread out. Let's go. Spread out. Old guys up first.
Junior or green up first.
Older guys up first.
Spread it out.
Hey, spread out.
Go back up.
And they're not going to get the same thing that you young guys got because you should have followed their lead.
Spread it out. Spread it out.
So, first whistle, you sprint, but you start at 3-point stand. Next whistle, you go back to the 3-point stance. Then you go again. Go, stop, go, stop. Each time you stop, you go back to the 3-point stand. Ain't no cheating. So, hey, ain't no cheating, don't worry about it. The slower you go, the more whistles you catch. It's all good. Here we go, 3-point stance. Here we go. Young guys. Go Walter Meyer. Come on. I didn't blow my whistle. Where you going? I didn't blow my whistle. Let's go. Got it. Let's go. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go. Come on. You gotta push. You gotta push. Swing your arm.
Come on, baby. Here we go. Come on.
Dude. Hey, your mind will say quit before your body does.
Hey, hands behind the line.
Don't be weak-minded.
Here we go. Okay. Time. Come on, Will. Come on, Will.
condition. I want to move fast for our conditioning. But if you can't show up in the weight room, if you can't sell out in the weight room, we got to condition. Some of you guys just got exposed awfully quick. Football does two things. Builds character, exposes character. Some of you cats just got exposed big time. I just found out who I can count on and who you can count on as a team. I don't play Friday night. It's about you guys together. You don't let your teammates down. That's rule number one. Get up, get a break, get water, we're back on, let's go.
Hey, let's have a good practice. Let's finish. Let's go.
Hustle the water.
What hard?
I tell the kids, build your legacy year to year. Because it's easy to get caught up in that, oh, we won last year, we'll win this year. And sometimes it takes, everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face. And sometimes it takes our kids getting punched in the mouth to realize, okay, we got to go. We can't just walk on the field and win. And, we've never had that mentality, I don't think. I think we started with it, but after we figured out that we got to play everybody, I do think that our kids understand that they want to have their own legacy. They don't want to, last year's championship was last year's championship. Now we want our own championship kind of thing. So, and they kind of have a feeling of fall off. If they don't carry that tradition, they don't want to have that feeling of fall off. They don't want to be that team. And I think that's one thing that they take pride in too. Love it. First day of pads. Kids are excited. It's our job as coaches to make sure that they still stay focused and still gotta get your mental reps. Banging around doesn't mean you get to let your brain go to mush.
Oh, good morning, another day.
Who would have thought taking attendance be the hardest job of the day? 85, 86 guys. Everyone mumbles when they say their name. Right? It's like, what's your name? I'm like, all right, well, let me find that on my roster. So it's all good. I'm learning them.
That smelled like fresh sweat. That was disgusting.
Who got clean music? We all get that joke.
I'm telling you, let's just turn on the radio. Yes, sir. Time to get it.
My main thing when I'm getting coaches, it's not really, you don't have to have the most football knowledge. You gotta be good with kids, and you gotta have thick skin with our coaches. If you're gonna coach with us, you gotta be able to throw it back at somebody. So we've all been around each other a long, long time. So we pretty much know each other's personalities and how it works.
Can you run that? Oh, Paul, you got the scout guys?
Yeah, I got it. Okay, so we'll.
Bo's ready? Okay.
I didn't see it coming. I was looking at you.
You son of a gun.
I mean, whatever.
Get your hands going. All this stuff. I'm tired. Okay, I'll just do what we used to do. You want to go important the whole time? You want to take all the fun out of it? Same thing. And everyone always asks why I'm so mad all the time. I'm not mad. I'm old, especially in football, I'm just always processing things and always thinking about how we can get better and how I can make our kids more of a unit. But yeah, I'm super competitive. I always let my kids win at anything. I didn't let them win growing up. I'd beat them in pickup sticks if I could. Everything. Everything you do, if you're not out to have that competitive edge, then it's no point to do it. And I don't know if, the big coaching fraternity, I know that I'm not liked by some coaches, but it's because, for an example, it's your job to stop us. It's not my job to pull my guys off. So that's kind of how it is, and that's how I kind of see it. But I have so much respect for other coaches, and I hope they have respect for me, and I do compete hard, and I do get after my kids hard, because I need them to compete like I would compete.
Team Grade 28! Shut
Come back out. Come back out. There you go. Come back out. Go get it, JJ. Go get it. Go get it.
Hey, am I tripping or does he got it in?
Was that mesh?
So I'm tripping.
No, was it mesh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it in. He's got to keep going.
He's got to keep running his route to the hole, especially in cover 2. He's got to throw to the window.
You got no starters right now. You got no starters right now.
Hey, unless he goes out. If he comes up, you hand it off. He's by him. No. Hey, hold on. Hey, just take off and run. Okay? Hey.
Good, baby.
Yes, slide with me. Hey.
Automatic bounce to it. Look at the cover right away, right?
I do every play.
Yeah. Let's go. Yep. Hey, backside. Roll.
Team Grade 17.
Use your hands, cut him off. Use your hands, cut him off. Look. Throw. What? Good throw. Let's go.
This is a typical Monday during the season. We get stuff cleaned up, we see what we want to do, stop pouting. I need to see what you guys can do before I can have a game plan for Friday night. So it's nothing like you're doing anything wrong, it's nothing like coaching. We got to make sure we have everything cleaned up. So we go in with confidence. Tomorrow everything will be a lot crisper, I promise. There's some footwork we just got to fix, that's totally it. Let's go, get a break, pick your heads up and stick your chests out. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. One heart.
One team.
It's not hot out here, man. It's hot out here. You can't handle the heat.
You Polynesian?
Yeah. Haven't been in the islands in so long. Been in Washington. Bipolar weather. One day it's raining, one day it's hot. Like yesterday. It was raining yesterday.
Hey, come on, let's pick it up on defense. Let's go.
Track him. You're stalking your prey. Go get it. Go get it. Nino, when you get here, you gotta go get it, all right? When you guys get here, yeah, you're tracking, and you're going to get it. Hey, here you go. Not gonna hurt the offense. Let's go. Here you go. Ready, set. Go through. Good, Max. Good, Max. Good, Max. What's up? Noah, run all the way through. Here you go. You gotta go see the trainer. Levi, give me some love. Okay? Give me some love. Here you go. Ready, set. Don't set. Good. Drive.
Oh, the first time now.
Good.
Good job, Blake.
Here we go. Good. Go get water. Go get water. Good job. Good job. Go get water. Go get water.
Hey, DB's on 3 like that on stage. 1, 2, 3. DB.
For us, it's mainly making sure guys just don't get out of their alignment. I mean, for this first one, it's just basic stuff. Make sure you stay where you're supposed to stay. That's it. Because it's just a lot of trick, you know, wing T's just a lot of tricks, and if you don't stay home, that's when they pop one on you. And so the main thing is the monsters just stay at home, stay at home, stay at home, stay at home. Outside of that, then it's just tackle ball. It's hard for me because I feel like it's such a delicate balance because you don't want to show panic or anything like that because I feel like if you panic, they panic. I feel like if you panic, they panic. So I try to stay calm to show them that everything is still going the way we want it to go. So that's my mindset. You know, on certain plays, I feel like first down, if we got to win first down, that mindset has to translate over to them. But
let's go, hey, DB.
I just try to be calm.
For tackle roll. Let's go.
Because you watch game night when you're filming, watch how many heads. There's gonna be so many heads just going out. I try to stay calm so they don't freak out no matter what the situation is. You know how that goes. There's so much yelling going on. It's like someone's got to be the calm voice. JJ, we good?
Let's go.
All right. Mr. Campo? Yeah, who this? This is a reporter for NBC News. What are your thoughts on the first game coming up against Tumwater?
My thoughts, I feel real confident with my team. It'll be a good test week 1. They made the 2A state championship last year, so it'll really test where we're at.
Are you aware that our recent player, Rico Spagner, has moved there?
Yeah, I'm aware that Rico used to be one of my best friends, so we're going to go over there and hopefully beat him.
Now, week 2, Bonnie Lake, is that correct?
Yes, sir. That's
We're going to have to face adversity in that game, knowing they were pretty good last year.
Yeah, for sure. We lost 2 years ago to them by 3 last-second play. Last year we beat them pretty soundly, so hopefully we can do the same thing we did last year.
Okay, one more thing. What do you do for pregame to help your arm get warmed up and everything?
I usually stretch it out, and I usually throw up one of my wide receivers before I get warmed up with Wyatt, and then just usually warm up with the team until I feel ready.
Any pregame songs?
I like NBA Youngboy and Meek Mill. It gets me ready.
Oh, Never Broke Again Youngboy. Good choice. Well, it was good talking to you, sir.
You too, sir. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, this is the real guy interview right here, though. This is the real guy.
Hey, Peter, come here.
Hey, so if you were to play football, what position would you play?
Well, running back.
Running back? Score a lot of touchdowns?
Yeah.
Peter. Where did Peter come from?
I don't know, man. Peter. So Peter was. I came. Oh, I love that kid, but he's great. So he played unified basketball last year, and I hooked him up with Steepy. And then him and Steepy and Pele and Will just became like, it was crazy, just best friends. And Peter just, everybody in the student body just now knows Peter from unified basketball, and they love him, and he hangs out down the commons with everybody. And I just approached him last spring, and I actually had Steepy. I said, Steepy, let's see if, I already talked to Peter's mom, and see if he could be our manager. Why don't you ask him to be our manager and see what happens? And I get Steepy asked him, and he just went crazy. He was all in, and he keeps it. I can't get mad. So when I'm getting fired up, Peter will do something, and I can't stop laughing.
Peter's been through a lot of bad stuff coming between. I don't know. I think between his very young childhood and entering an orphanage when he was 7, and whatever happened in between was probably some, not optimal living situation. And then I think the orphanage life was not optimal. He experienced some really big loss throughout his life, and I think particularly losing his parents at an age that he, would remember. And we were told that his name is Ming Pong Pong. That's his Chinese name. And then we had a doctoral student staying with us for a couple weeks one summer from St. Martin's University. He was from the same part of China that Peter was from, and they got along really well. And he shared with us that Ming Pong Pong wouldn't have been his birth name, that it was like a street name, and that it means full of light in the darkness. And so that's who Peter is. Yes. I mean, how can you not know Peter and not know that was, of course that's his street name, like look who he is. We used to think he was so joyful because his life here was so much better than what he had before. But when we learned that his name was Ming Pong Pong and what it meant, we realized he's always been that. That's just who Peter is. He's full of joy and gives it to other people regardless of the situation. There's more to life than football, and Peter makes me remember that. I mean, your kids and all that kind of stuff do when you're at home, but when you're here, I mean, he's just amazing because it's just like he'll do something to make me laugh, and I'm like, okay, it's bigger picture, and the kids just love him. I mean, he had his adoption party on Thursday, and there had to be every football player, every cheerleader, unified basketball team, all these. It was amazing, just nuts. So I mean, he's great. He's great. Peter was born in China in 2002, and through a series of some really unfortunate events, but probably a greater plan, he ended up in the United States and ultimately ended up in the school that my husband Peter's dad and I work at. And we kind of knew the minute we met Peter that he was probably there for a reason, and he was, I mean, it didn't take but a month or so before we went, dude, this kid needs to be part of our family.
Yeah, it's the right place at the right time, and Peter's our second foster son that's come to Bush Middle School that ended up here. So we think the Lord's shuffling him through to us that way. We knew that Peter was we'd talked to some case managers and had some meetings, and we knew that Peter was gonna come home, transition to our house. But Peter didn't know it yet, and so little by little we were having our adult children stop by the school to visit. After the second kid, Peter said, we have 4 adult children, and after the second kid, Peter said, Miss McCants, how many kids do you have? And we had been told his English was limited, and that his hearing was limited, and at the time he didn't have hearing aids. So we were kind of testing to see what he knew. And so I said, I have 4 sons and 1 daughter, Peter. How many is that? That too many, Ms. McCants. And that's when we knew for sure that he should be part of our family. He could do math and he could do jokes. Yeah, it's great to watch him. He goes to this group, they're laughing over here, then they're laughing over here, then they're laughing, smiling. Pretty infectious, as you know. Mm-hmm. We used to have sore cheeks when we first had Peter. He kind of became a teenager, so we don't smile as much as we used to because he shows plenty of attitude.
when he wants to. But when we first had Peter, our cheeks would be like sore. At the end of the day, we'd be smiling all the time. Yeah.
It's a pretty good fit because we like to laugh a lot. We laugh all the time. So it makes it easy.
How much do you like being out there, being able to cheer them on and help them win?
Calm body. Mostly the teams are winning. They're happy if they lost the game. They just kind of like not talking and not saying anything. So I'm saying maybe talk about it.
Do you try to get them to talk about it so they feel better?
Yeah. That's pretty much the team do.
Is there ever a day that you don't smile? Because you're a very happy kid, Peter.
Well, that's kind of hard. Maybe tired day, maybe angry. Well, maybe I'm late for bus. Maybe I'm not get a good grade.
How happy were you when Coach Mullen said you could be the team manager?
Really happy. Pretty much always happy. Like every day.
You and Coach Mullen argue a lot?
Yes, we do. We do trying to fight each other, but we're just playing the game. And Coach Pete, he in the baseball season with me and the football. I said you in the baseball season. So he just tried to play with me a little in baseball and football. And it's always fun.
Who's the one guy you're always trying to tackle out when you go out there during practice? You be trying to tackle a lot of people from behind. Who's the one guy you're always trying to tackle?
Coach Pete, and you. And you always trying to get me. It's always pretty much you and Coach Pete. I'm saying Coach Mullen too. Mullen talking like 2 times a day. I thought, looking this way and he talking this way, and I thought, oh, she got me.
I struggle with people's misconceptions of who he is based on his physical disabilities.
Physically, he's a little frail. He doesn't have the stamina that a lot of people do, and
He has a lot of pain.
And he has a lot of pain in his shoulders and his arms and stuff. But it never slows him down. Boy, he a regular day at school and football practice, and then coming home just wipes him out. He's physically drained, just like he's been out running, dashes all day or whatever. But he pulls himself up the next morning and drags out of bed and does it again and again and again.
Sometimes he'll say, could I have some Tylenol?
Yeah, once he started asking for Tylenol, well, it's okay, you can have Tylenol. But, I don't want to complain about anything anymore, my back, my knees, whatever, because Peter just keeps going and going. And he's kind of got the deck is kind of stacked against him, but it doesn't slow him down a bit. And he inspires me every day.
Game day, baby, game day. Yeah, we're on our last set. No, I'm done. They're on their last set.
So you said they had to talk you off of the ledge?
Oh, every week, man. Like a ledge, like I get so fired up and so ready to go. They have to kind of, I have multiple people that call me like every Friday. And you good? You calm? Keep it simple. Don't overthink it. Don't outcoach yourself. Just old constant reminders, man.
It is game day. Yep. One of my preceptors at school, on game day, he would always go, game day? And then he would like pound his chest, and so that's what I was thinking today was game day. So yeah, game day.
Is that going to be your go-to move now?
Mm-hmm. It's game day. But I'll say it like that. But I won't do it again. Unless you want me to. Game day?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Jensen with Sound Sports Net. And today, we have the 2018 season opener for the Timberline Blazers as they take on the Class 2A State Power Tumwater Thunderbirds, both tough playoff caliber programs. In 2017, the Blazers ran the table in the South-South 3A Conference, earning their second consecutive conference championship and made a run at the state playoffs that ended in the quarterfinals. They've lost some players, but they don't show any signs of expecting anything less of themselves than winning another conference title. Tumwater's Isaac Morgan to kick off the football, and we are underway. On the return, it's mishandled at the 10-yard line, picked right back up, 15, 20, 25, 30. Working to the near side of the field, 35, 40, and taken out of bounds at the 45-yard line. What a great return for Timberline's Colton Steepy. First and 10 Blazers on their own 45. Timberline first and 10 on their own 45-yard line. Hand off to Gorman up the middle, crossing midfield, and there's a fumble on the play. Loose football recovered by Tumwater on their own 30-yard line on the first offensive play of the season for the Blazers. And I'm sure that's not how head coach Nick Mullen planned on starting out the season. Tumwater first and 10 on their own 30-yard line. Hand off to the near back. He'll roll out to the near side right, and the Timberline defense will stuff right there, hoping to get a 3 and out. Tumwater, 3rd down and 8 on their own 32-yard line. Quarterback on a short roll right. He'll pass up, and it's incomplete. And that'll give the Blazers the ball back after a quick 3 and out. Handoff up the middle, and the run is stuffed. Looks to be a fumble on the play. Yes, a fumble is called. The refs are signaling Thunderbirds football. And for the second time early in the ball game, the Blazers have turned the ball over. Coach Mullen is beside himself with the start the offense is off to. Thunderbirds in a short field position after the fumble. 1st and 10 for Tumwater on the Timberline 9-yard line. Run for the far side and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tumwater. Blazers offense trying to get something going. 1st and 10 Timberline on their own 30-yard line. Campo will roll to his left, and the pass goes incomplete. 1st and 10 Timberline on the Tumwater 41-yard line. Campo will air it out to the near side. It looked like a defender got underneath Campo's pace and could not get a solid pass. It goes incomplete. 1st and 10 Tumwater on the Timberline 11-yard line. Give the Loftus. He'll go out to the far side across the 5 and down to the 1. Coach Mullen has to be frustrated with his offense today. Pass up to the near side by Campo, and it's intercepted. Another turnover for the Blazers offense tonight. They've turned the ball over more times than they would like to in a season opener. Blazers kick off underneath Dylan Loftus to return at the 24-yard line to the 30, to the 40, midfield stripe. He'll work his way to the far sideline, and he is off to the end zone for a touchdown. 76 yards on the return. Touchdown, Thunderbirds. Blazers 2nd down and 12 on the 31-yard line. Campo will roll to his right and will get dropped back for a sack all the way back to the 43-yard line. From the Tumwater 31-yard line, shotgun formation, pump fake by Campo. He's got an open receiver, passes up and incomplete, intended for ground. Thunderbirds with the football once again on their own 33-yard line. Hal on to Dylan Loftus. Works his way to the 40, breaks off a tackle, gets to the near sideline, and he's got nothing but green light and real estate. All the way to the end zone for 63 yards. Touchdown, Tumwater. That run pretty much sums up the kind of night it's been for Coach Mullen and the Timberline Blazers. A night full of turnovers on offense and a defense that could not just seem to get off the field. The Blazers offense struggled to get anything going. This is definitely what the squad did not have in mind to start off their season.
Clap it up. One team. Hey, we good.
Hey, we just thought we gotta work on it.
Hey, all you guys need to chill out, man. Okay? And you need to listen. A lot of good things happen tonight. All right? Real talk, we need to find more guys. Offensive line, you got gassed in the second half. We stopped getting pushed. And that's the reality of it, okay? You have to understand, we have things, everything was open. But the receivers stopped running their routes. The line got tired. Defense played as hard as they could. There's a lot of positives to take away. You need to understand a couple things. This is not a loss, okay? This is a judgment. This is your character. This is everything you're going to learn from film tonight from film on Monday. One loss does not define your season, so you need to shake that stuff. That's why you play non-league games. That's why you play non-league games, all right? Like I said, the first game is what you gotta, that's where you get better. I mean, I'm not trying to win a non-league title. It's not what I do it for, so. But we'll get better and it'll be fine. I'm not gonna get frustrated, just gonna get it cleaned up. We'll be fine. That's got stuff I gotta do there.
All that matters is not league. Next week don't matter. It'd be nice to get a win, but all that matters is next week's league.
Oh, it's horrible. But you know, first game, we know we got to work on a lot of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do.
We'll get them next week. Just got a full week of practice, come out strong next week, so we're good. Hey, nice job. Take care of that cat.
Grade 1, MCL sprain. Out for a week, maybe 2, but I'm playing next week.
She said that she stayed up all night debating if she should let me play or not.
They just need to get competitive. That's it. We just need to compete every play.
Stop. You look like a tomato. Owe it to yourself to always go balls to the wall no matter what. That's how you succeed in life, and you know it. You guys know it for a fact. Don't ever be scared to go for the job you don't think you can get. Take chances. And tomorrow night is about taking chances and having fun and doing it together. And remember, same common goal, same common vision. The only time in your life you'll have 75 guys with the same common goal. Get up, get a break, go eat. Love you guys. Let's go. 1 hour. 1 team.